Now, obviously, Rishi Sunak was dishonest a bunch of times during PMQs, but the thing that I found the most sickening was when he was actually being honest, starting with the illegal migration bill.
I've worked for years with women brought here illegally as sex slaves, raped by 30 men a day. Last week, the Prime Minister tweeted that these victims would be denied access to support from our modern slavery system.
But she also makes a point about the percentage of those victims who are from the UK.
Just to correct the Honourable Lady, it is actually now a minority of people in our modern slavery referral system that are from the UK. That was not the intention of the legislation when it was introduced.
You just heard about women who are being raped 30 times a day, and your defense is that you don't want our laws to be used to protect women who experience that if they're not from the UK. Remember when he bragged about taking money away from poor areas to give to rich ones, and we thought, wow, he's really just said the quiet bit out loud. Well, it turns out that man has a hell of a lot of quiet evil inside of him. And after the recent BBC scandal, there were questions as to how a Tory donor, Boris Johnson loan facilitator, and Rishi Sunak's former boss ended up as chair of the BBC.
BBC chairman was appointed before I became Prime Minister.
Yeah, because it's not like you'd ever take advantage of your position in government to help a previous Prime Minister get something from the government, except for that time we tried to help David Cameron's business get COVID loans. It's also crazy how often you use that defence.
The issues in question occurred before I was Prime Minister.
Speaking of defences that you've used over and over again, during the Partygate inquiry, you said we needed to wait until the Sue Gray investigation was completed. When Nadeem Zahawi wasn't paying his taxes, you said we needed to wait until that investigation was completed and he had broken the law. And now with this review into whether or not your party's been trying to control the media, you say,
instead of prejudging and preempting that review, we should let it conclude and wait for the outcome.
And finally, in the ongoing search for a Brexit benefit,
post-Brexit, that we can introduce the gene editing bill, Mr. Speaker, which will help drive productivity and efficiency in our agricultural sector.
Yeah, if he'd been paying attention, he would know that last month the EU already loosened the rules on gene editing. So that Brexit benefit got delayed by Brexit. And if you're talking about productivity and efficiency in the agricultural sector, how does burning 40,000 pigs and a £2 billion loss because of Brexit sound? But to be honest, your lies are still better than your truth.